If you watch movies, best movie to check out is a hometown favorite of mine. They did an amazing job on it. It's called Carolina Grindhouse. If you don't know what that is, it's a pretty good movie. Here's the back of the DVD. It says, in 2019, Dead Horse Productions teamed up with an indie horror specialist, Kevin Woods. Great guy. He knows how to make... If you want a mean sandwich made or a movie made, that's your man. Kevin A. Woods. I don't think there's an A in his name, but he sounds fucking awesome. My friend Dave, yeah, I'm talking about you, Dave, gave me this DVD to the cover, and it's really good. It's really good. Alright, the movie starts off in the library. I haven't seen it in a long time, and we covering a movie I ain't never seen in like a year. So don't hold me, but go see it. Hold me, don't see it. I mean, don't hold me, go see it. There. Don't hold me to my word, but go see the movie. Okay, this movie it opens up in the middle of somewhere. I think that's what that sponsor was for. In the middle somewhere, this young lady goes to she goes to a library, the book exchange. I want to visit this place. So, the lady goes to the book exchange. I don't know why I'm so angrily describing this. It's intense. So she walks up the steps, opens the door, and is like, "Hi, how you doing? Do you have a bestseller?" And the lady's like, "Yeah, we do. Check it out. Last one in stock." And she's like, "Oh my goodness, this is my lucky day." And so she gets the book, pays like a quarter or $1. It's money there. Don't hold me to how much money there is on that table. But she paid for it, I assume. Maybe she stole it. It's never qualified if she stole the book or didn't. So she takes the book home. I should have made notes on this, but she takes the book home. And then she reads the book, and it's called the Tales of Anderson, or the Scary Book of Anderson, or Scary Tales That Totally Really Happened in This Town, Dude, by Stephen. I don't know who made the book. They don't. Oh, they do. There's an author in the book, and I forgot his name, so we're going to call him Steven. So she reads the book by Steven. And she's reading how many, oh, look at these pages. Let me flap through the pages right here. Ooh, spooky. Ooh, there goes my shoes. It's a spooky book. She's reading a book. I'm trying to make it sound, she's reading a book in her cozy chair. And then she puts it down. And she's like, "Oh, I gotta go do something." I don't know what she went to do, but she did it. And somebody broke into her house. So there's a dude outside this house. Wow. She's reading this book. Did I forget to mention there's a dude outside the house before she read the book? No, but there is. So, she's off somewhere while the dude sneaks in. Like, breaks in, maybe through a window or a door. I don't know. He got in. That's all that matters. So, he gets in there. She's gone. He's getting ready to murder her. Opens the door, and he's like, "Ah!" In reality, the old lady jabs. She pulls one over, and she knew the whole time that she was there. So the lady kills the intruder. Like, right in there in the guts. Goes to the ground. And I guess she says something really cool like, "Haha, try that again, bitch." Or there's a cool old lady in there with a really cool one-liner, and I forgot. She's like, something like, "Trick or treat. Huh?" Something like that. I don't know. It was something cool. So that's the opening and text. Boom! A Carolina Grindhouse. And then it goes to a couple guys chit-chat. They're laughing. They're having a hunk of a time there. Laughing. They have a podcast, just like me, which is weird, because I'm explaining somebody else's podcast while making a podcast about the movie. So anyway, they're making a podcast. This is how the movie is told, through podcasts. So the author's with them, Steven. He's there on their podcast, and he's like, "Haha, well, this book is amazing, Steven. You all these facts in this book, they're talking about the book. You know, like, oh, these can't be true. Like, oh, they're reading through the pages. That's how it's told, through the pages. And so he's like, well, let me tell you about this one called The Dinner Party. So there's one segment called The Dinner Party. And so all these guests show up. It's a nice, fancy house. Some of the best acting to date. Step over Marvel. Step over Joan of Arc. I forgot actors' names. Step over Carlton. I don't know if he's an actor. I can't think of an actor's name right now, but step over Wonder Woman, if you can act. Bruce Lee. There we go. There's an actor. Step over Bruce Lee. Tom Hiddleston. It's Anderson's own acting crew. So they knock on the door, you see. Like, hi, you're having a party, aren't you? Welcome aboard. Go away. I'm reviewing a movie. Would you like to join in? No, he left. You want to join in? I'm talking about this. We're talking about Carolina Grindhouse. Ever seen it?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yes. We're making a podcast in the studio. You want to join in? Talk. I'm at the dinner party.
I think I'd rather stick my head in a soup bowl and scream.
What are you talking about? This is number one. It was Oprah Winfrey on the back said it was great. And
isn't Oprah Winfrey a pedophile?
I don't know. I don't care. She gave it a number one rating. That's all that matters on this show. The Soap Foundation, Dove Soap rated it 10 out of 10. Give it to kids. So that was our studio manager who supplies us with our COVID-19 water. So anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, the dinner party. They knocked on the door. Hey man, you're having a party? We got invited. What's good, homie? So they opened the door. And, you know, he's open. He's like, welcome. Oh, I missed you. Oh, look, you look pretty. Nice dress, tuxedo. Woo, them motherfucking Tims. Yeah. So they're talking about, you know, they're like greeting them in, giving them hugs, awkward handshakes. You know how people act. I don't. They come in the house. House is full of people. Talk. And as the camera goes around the room, there are these people that are saying, honey, have you heard that this man has been in relations with another woman? Speak more. It's like the story on that one is so... I got it. Hold on. It's coming to me. So the guy who invited all these people, he invited them to a class ass dinner party to say something about their and so you know, he's talking to people. The food's getting made. Everyone's talking up a storm. The drama hit. He's like, oh no. The guy is blah, blah, blah this. They might get a divorce, blah, blah, blah that. You know? Now, this is basically spoiling the movie. I should have opened up with saying, hey, this is a spoiler podcast, so if you want to stop now and see the twists and turns of this movie, pause this shit, go to Amazon, watch it, and come back to this exact moment, 17 minutes in. Exact moment. Okay, so we're going to pick this back up, because now I don't feel guilty for spoiling the movie. So here we go. So they blah, 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 this, oh, they might get a divorce. Who knows? Oh, Andrew! There's probably a dude in that room named Andrew. I don't know. So, you know, the food's ready. He's like, come on in, guys. The food's ready. My maids and butlers worked real hard on it. I don't know if he had maids or butlers, honestly. Hey, if you watch the movie, comment or say something if he did. Maybe he cooked it. I can't remember. But he made food. That's all that matters. And so everybody goes into the big old eating area, you know, with the bowls and stuff. And so it's nice. It's chairs, white tables, and then there's the dishes, in the middle. And then there's a big dish with the big guy, the dude who owns the house is sitting at the main table in front of everyone. And he's like, well, you've heard a lot about, he talks about how the rumors of him and his wife. So he, bam, opens up the pan to reveal, holy shit, he cut up his wife and killed her. And everybody's like, ah! This shit, bomb. Ah! Tender. So they're screaming, someone there's probably eating an arm or a leg. Who knows? But bam, that's spooky, I guess. I didn't see that ending coming. Honestly, I thought it would have been hilarious if it was just a normal eating area. Okay, so the next part of the movie, they're like, oh, that's spooky. Oh no. Wow, what a tale of terror. So they go to another story. I need more water. This is breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You, the listener, oh shit, I lost my nipple. You're breathtaking. Okay. So anyway, they go back to the podcast and they're like, wow, ooh, terror. My hands are shaking beyond belief. Ooh, my legs are broken. That was so scary. So they go to the next story, which is the vampires, I think. Yeah, the vampires. It's downtown. They're making a scene. Downtown, making a scene. People going up, partying. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Get it, David. They're getting it. And then, everybody's having more time. They're slinging drinks around like it's nonstop. People just throwing clothes around. It's fucking nuts, man. Everybody's just out there going. It's lights. It's crazy. I don't think I'm remembering this right. Maybe less crazy, but I'm explaining it like you're watching it. So they make it up the stairs. So this group of people show up, and the bouncer's he's like this really tough dude with biceps up to the python biceps, like the dude's fucking ripped. Oh, so he gets up, he's like, hey, you ain't got no He walks up to the group of kids or people, and he's like, hey, you can't come in here, man. You ain't got no money, man. I don't know how the bouncer talked, but it probably wasn't like that. But he walks up on him, So anyway, the man goes, hey man, you can't get into the club because you ain't cool enough, dude. He's showing off his guns. You ain't cool enough, dude. You can't get in the motherfucking club. And they're like, bitch, whatever, and push him aside. And it was incredible. Like, the timber of this man went, whee! And fell on his ass. So these group of people of all kinds come in. And they're just like, they're grooving. They're grooving. They're grooving with the beat. They're grooving. They're dancing. They're getting down with it. And then they reveal, bam, we ain't chill. We gonna eat you motherfuckers. And they gonna whip out the fangs and everything. They motherfucking vampires, bro. They motherfucking vampires. So they got the teeth. They go over to the lady and they start nibbling on everyone inside. They go, this lady tastes like a salty spittoon. You get what I'm saying? They ate people. That's what happened. And so the bouncer's the last one alive. And this dude finally gets up and he's like, I'm gonna take on all the vampires. So he starts whipping out weapons like Van Helsing. And he's like, come on, let's get some vampire scum. And he starts fighting them off like there's no tomorrow. He starts whipping them. I don't think that's what happened. Probably not. But he takes his trident he found and he stabs them and he fights them. But ultimately he fails and the vampires take over. That was the second story. And I think there's 3 or 4 more. if I can remember. So that's the second story, Vampires of Downtown. I forgot the actual name, so it's just gonna be Vampires from Downtown. So here we go. They're back in the booth. You know, the story continues. They're like, whoa, man, that one was psychedelic, dude. That one really bit the dust, huh, pun? And he's like, wow, you guys, he opens up his, like, I don't have a book, but he opened it up, and he was like, oh, I got a pamphlet. That's kind of like a book. It has information. And he's like, you guys haven't seen, check page 300. That ain't nothing. Here's the story of, a found footage tale. So he's like, wow, man, that was spooky. You got another tale of spooks? And he's like, hold your butt cheeks, man. I got one that'll rock your knocks off. So he's like, check this out. Twists the book around, turns into a TV. It's like a first-person type of thing. And it's like, bam, here's story number 3. So it goes to these kids. It's a found footage one, which is cool because, like, it's cool. I liked it. So the dude, he's like, whoa, man. He's with a bunch of his friends. I think the dude's got the camera, or one of the girls. There's a bunch of dudes and girls in a car, and they're like, no, we're gonna go do something. It's Halloween. And one of the girls like, oh, no, it's scary. Let's go to Crybaby Bridge. So they go to Crybaby Bridge, and, like, these people were like, this ain't scary. Hoo-hoo-ha. And one of the girls like, come on, guys. It's totally scary. See, there's a ghost. And they're like, it's a twig. And so they get back in the car, they go to the bar, you know how it is, a couple drinks, night, it's Halloween, you want to do something. So they go to the bar, and they're all giggling, laughing, the camera's upside down for some fucking reason. And so they're like, oh man, the waitress comes over, and she's like, oh hey, how you doing, you want some more drinks? And they're like, hey, do you know any spooky places? I don't personally know any spooky places, but that dude on the bar, he'd know it all. So you tell him that there's a dude at the bar that knows a super spooky place. So the guy's like, hold on, fellas, before we leave, you go to the car. I'm gonna go talk to this spooky guy. So he goes to the bar, and he's like, hey man, listen here, man. What you know about this spooky business? And the dude is like, listen here. This is drink. He's like this super mysterious dude. He's like, listen here, dude. It's in the woods. Yeah. Follow this fucking map. And don't cross the line, dude. If you cross the line, you're fucking dead. So they're like, hey man, I got us a map. He gets back to the car. He's like, dude, I got us a map, bruh. He was so ecstatic. He hit the car going in. He was like, whoa, bam, got back up. He's like, got the map to the spooky place. So he gets in his car, and he says, look, GPS this shit, put that shit on Google Maps, take a picture, Google knows exactly where that shit is. So they drive to this place, and they're like, ooh, this is spooky. Oh, no. And they're like, guys, don't cross the line. If you cross the line, you're gonna die. And they're like, oh, whoops, I crossed the line. And they're like, damn it, we're all gonna fucking die now. So instead of backing their Jeep up and driving away, they're like, I might as well go all the way into the woods. So they're like, ooh, this is spooky. Trees, cobwebs, branches. I don't know, man. It was the woods. You know what the woods look like. They look like a Picasso painting with some edges shoved in there. And this mysterious figure shows up, and he's like, he don't say anything. He just whooshes. So he goes, whoosh, whoosh. And they're like, oh no. What could be happening? And they start running, and they keep getting killed off one by one, and they slinging the camera around all black clover. It's a clover movie. Clover Town, like that, and they're swinging it around, running away from these people, and they're like, whoosh, 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 and they start jabbing people, and then they finally show up. One of the fucking last people pick up the camera, and they run, and they drop the camera, and then as they run, these people in white sheets show up, and they're like, you should have come here, fucko! We're gonna mess you up 6 ways from Sunday! And that's where the story ends. So that was a good twist. That was a good one. Then they go back to the mics. You know, they go back to the microphone show, and they're like, "Oh, gee, Willick! Oh shit, I broke my case." If anybody want to spot me a free case, that'd be awesome. Just busted it. So they go, oh, gee willikers, that was something. Oh, you know, they're scared shitless. Their pants are on their heads. They're like, that gave me the shivers, bro. And then it's like, wait, I got another one. This one, classic. So he's like, do you like Christmas? Do you enjoy your jolly fucking Sundays, boys? Well, I got a Christmas tale to tell you. And so he flips the book around and he's like, this is about Christmas. So, my neighbors probably hate me. My window's been open this whole time and I've just noticed. I love you, Denise. I will gladly work for your husband. But anyway, back to the movie. So, the Santa's Revenge. I don't fucking know what it's called. So, it's a business party, and all these people are getting groovy. They're getting jive. They're getting jolly, you know? Ugly sweaters abound. Some dude's husky. One dude's got glasses. Deborah from accounting fucked Steve in the background. Who knows? It's a Christmas party. So, they're all mingling. They're drinking. Blah, blah, blah this. Blah, blah, blah that. So, this guy goes to he gets on a microphone and he's like, oh, damn it, that ain't, ew. I had ketchup in it and I was stupid enough to touch it. Oh, God. Ugh. I grabbed a bowl full of ketchup and I thought it was water. Ugh. So, anyway, dude gets on the mic like, listen up, boys. I'm gonna take a big piss. I'll be right back. And it was all a delusion because he's coming back as Santa Claus. He doesn't want anybody to know he's really Saint Nick. So he takes his Waz. And so he's not really taking a Waz. He's dressing up as old Nicholas Santa. And, you know, he's putting on the gas and, oh no, a figure comes walking in the bathroom with a hammer. And the camera, it's first person, so you're the killer. And he opens the bathroom door, he kicks it in, and he's like, listen here, piss boy. And he takes it, and he whacks, and a 1, and a 2, and a bam! He's out for the night. You know, silent night, deadly night, am I right? We'll cover that movie another day. Maybe towards Christmas, I don't know, I've never seen it. And so, what does he do? He steals the suit. That's what he does. He steals Santa Claus's suit, and he puts it on, and he comes out, and the boss comes on. He's like, listen here, boys and girls. We're going to have so much fun. I personally know Santa Claus. Don't ask how. So, here he is, boys and girls. You 30 and 40-year-olds, come visit some dude dressed as Santa. We got gifts galore. So he comes on stage, and he's got a sack full of toys. You know, it's like if your job had a Christmas party and they had some poor dude dressed as Santa, and he doesn't want to be there, but he's handing out fucking gift cards because the job is too poor to hand out real gifts like a fucking keychain or a box full of something. Maybe an action figure. Maybe fucking Johnny Axe, the action figure. I forgot his name. Johnny Quest, the action figure. That'd be awesome if my job handed out Johnny Quest action figures. I'd be there every fucking Christmas. That's what I'd be. So he's handing out corporate cards, and I guess he had enough time between sacking someone to lock all the damn doors. Because When he ends the last gift, he whips out a fucking knife and an axe and a pistol all in one go, and he starts attacking. He's just slashing. He's just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. He takes a knife, jabs it into the boss's neck, bam, and then he goes around hacking people with an axe, throwing them around. He just punches some lady in the face, and he's locked all the doors with Christmas lights, which we all know actually works. And so he's hacking, he's slashing, he's chopping that meat. And so one girl makes it. She makes it. I do apologize. That's the water. And she makes it to the door. She's the final person. And they also use cool drawing. Someone had to draw these animations, which are so cool. So while he's hacking and slashing people, it has like Christmas vibe. Doesn't really match, but it's super cool. So she makes it to the door and she's trying to escape. And the guy's like, no. Some dude's like, go ahead, babe. I'll take on this Santa Claus. Dipshit didn't know Santa was packing a fucking gun. So he tries to swing at old Saint Nick. Saint Nick blocks it, stabs him, punches him, and kicks him down. Just, have a nice 12 flights of Christmas, bitch. Like that. And then the girl's like, oh, my only protector is gone. And I think she whips out a pistol and shoots him in the head, or he kills her. But either way, someone fucking is alive. I think he kills her and the police show up and they're like, freeze, motherfucker! You ain't really Santa Claus. And then he snaps his fingers and he's gone. I don't remember the actual ending to that skip. Ugh. Whew. Talking sucks. So, I don't remember the actual ending to the skit, but it's one of those three, so pick your happy ending. So they go back to the booth, and they're like, oh my god, I had to take my shirt off for that one. That my nipple's hard. I don't know if that happens when you're scared or not, but it probably did with these tales of horror. You just, woo! It's scary shit, man. So, while I'm watching this, I made it this far, and I'm biting my nails. My popcorn's on the floor. I'm scared shitless. So, okay. So, I'm trying to remember the damn movie. So, they're back in the booth. Okay, they're back in the booth. They're talking about it. They're like, oh my gosh, that was the best movie, the best story so far. And the guy's like, hold up, it gets better. Wait 1 minute. There's another. So he whips out the book again, and they're like, here's another story. It's about Hell's Road. I'm actually in this one. If you can find me, I'm a fucking tree. So in Hell, like I said, if you find it, I'll send you a fucking copy of the movie, signed by the tree. So, it's this guy. It opens up, dun 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 dun, rock and roll, like it goes dun 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 dun, Hell Road. Rocking. This one's really rocking and rolling. Because I've seen this one so many times, I remember it. So the guy's at a building. I don't know what kind of building this is. It looks like his house. Like he went to someone's house. Or his house. So he closes his back of the car. He probably putting the groceries back. He getting a refund. So he's driving away. He's driving. GPS is like, keep going. So he's driving, and he's in the middle of the woods, and the GPS is like, make your right turn or you gonna miss it. So he makes the turn, he misses it actually, I don't know how. He wasn't paying attention to the GPS, which I gotta say is the best part of the fucking movie. It's got a nice lady talking, she knows how to GPS. That is a bomb GPS when you got one. So she's like, hey, listen here, dude, you're left. She goes straight. She's like, what the fuck, dude? I told you to turn left. He doesn't listen. So, then a sign pops up out of nowhere called Hell's Road. And this dude, who's from the bar who sent these teenagers to the woods to die, he shows up on a bike with circle glasses. He's like, listen here, man. Ignore that sign that just popped up. Listen to me. I work for construction. And so he turns his bike around and drives off, and the dude's like, you know what, I trust this dude who told me not to go down here, and turns his car down the road, and dun 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 dun, hits again, which is building up that tension. Oh god. And so he makes it, and his car's like, oh dude, my car just died. What even? So he hits the front of his car. He's like, bro, why'd you stop? And he sees these poor sons of bitches outside, a bunch of cars. And he's like, whoa, man. Whoa. Listen here. Why is my car stopped here? It doesn't make any sense. I got an oil change, 2 new tires, and Bluetooth just got installed. So why is my car died? And one guy's like, I don't know, brother. I think we all just here following God. You know, you got to write a religious figure in these movies. And so he's like, well, what about you, dude? Why are you here? He's like, same problem, dude. Bluetooth. Apparently people's Bluetooth fucking up. So this mysterious car in black shows up, and it's this, like, you can't see, I think you can see or can't see in the car. You can or can't. These people don't know who the fuck's driving the car. That's the point. So he's driving his car, goes down the road, and he's like, ha ha ha. And he gets out, and he says something cool line like, why, skies? Why are you so wet? Take us to Sunnylandville. Something cool. It's not that. It's way cooler. But he twists and turns, and he uses his powers to twist the clouds. And they all the people didn't make it. I don't know what happened, but people didn't quite make it. I guess when he was doing his snappy fingers business, the clouds just ate a couple of the fuckers and spit some out. I don't know how magic works. Maybe he didn't like a few of them. Maybe one got a Jimmy John sandwich. Maybe like 4 of them got him a Jimmy John sandwich. And he was like, you know what? That's cool. Was good. And fist bumps them while they're getting transported. Who knows? So, but they make it anyway to a dry piece of land. The woods. They're in the woods again. So they go from one woods to a second woods. Funny enough, this dude's last name is Woods. He must love the woods. So he's like, why, you're here because you've done something evil, dude. And the dude who was asking all the questions is like, why, man? Why'd you transport her? So he's like, listen, dude, you're all dead. And they're like, what? How are we dead? How could we possibly die? We had Bluetooth. So the dude is like, haha, guess what, fuckos? I'm Satan himself. You've all got to atone for those sins of yours. So I guess the other half of the people went to heaven. So he's like, haha, you got to atone for all of those souls' sins. And like, I guess, like, a couple of them did something really bad. Yeah, but this guy really did something bad. Like, the dude he's talking to, he's like, haha. Well, before that, he asked, do you even know where you are? And he's like, I think we're dead. I think we're all dead, man. And he's like, ha, I tricked you. I'm Satan. La 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 la. You're really dead. But this dude right here, this dude really evil. So Satan's got this dude on the ground, right? And he's like, ha ha, dude, we know your big secret. You didn't get fucking groceries. You got some lady in the back you were gonna kill. So apparently they brought his fucking car to hell. Like, they couldn't have just, like, shown it on the screen. They couldn't have been like, ha, here's the car from before, and we're gonna let the lady out. No, they brought that fucking girl to hell. So they bring his fucking Ford 50 truck to hell, and they open the back, and the girl's like, oh my gosh, where am I? The last thing I remember, I was being hogtied, and then beaten, and he fed me cookies. And the lady demon, he had a lady demon. Lady demon's like, ha ha, honey, get the fuck out of here. Where the fuck that bitch going? She in hell. Where's she running to? I don't know. Maybe there's a big exit sign in hell's area. Who knows? I don't. But that was scary. Anyway, the devil's like, we let your prey go. You ain't got no one to survive now. And so he's like, no, I'm not in hell. No! And the devil spits fire at him and kills him, and that's Hell Road. So, I am trying to find water. I found a drop. That should get us to the next quarter of the... You know what? Let's go to my kitchen real quick, and I made my studio kitchen, and get water. I can't take you anywhere else. But, so anyway, that's the end of Hell's Road. And so, they go back to the people in the in the podcast. So they're like, oh my gosh, that was fucking bananas, bro. And so the guy's like, wait, I got like tons of fucking stories left. And they're like, oh bro, come on, we've literally been here for like 6 hours listening to your bullshit. And so the dude is So he's like, I got another one, and this one's pretty good. This one spooked me, folks. This one spooked me. It was this one spooked me, scary. It was let's see if I can remember. It's a library. So this big chunky big dude, he was buff. His pecs were literally glistening out of his uniform. You could see it if you pay attention. So he's got a flashlight. He looks like he's like the best officer in the world. And this nice young older lady comes up to him, and she's the owner of said building, which is the library or a museum. I don't know the difference. Sue me. I didn't get a good education. So he's like, oh, I'm so glad to start my first day, madam. And she's like, well, thank you, sweetheart. Now, what you need to know, there are a few rules here. So he obviously has a list of rules. And it says, don't eat after midnight. Don't let anyone in. If you see a door, close it. And first of all, don't let anyone fucking in the museum at 12 at night. Okay, that happened. So he's given a list of rules to follow, and they're simple. We've just discussed the rules. And she's like, okay, honey, here's the keys. There's keys at... oh my God, I'm dying. So she throws the keys. Oh, I need water. I'm dying. I'm trying to tell a whole movie. I don't think we'll make it, folks. We're going to have to make a part 2 and then add it on to the next episode. But she's like, okay, man. Chop, dude. Here's the keys. I'm going to leave for the night. Good luck. We've had like 5 people quit this job in less than 2 hours. Good luck, I believe in you. And he's like, madam, I got this. There's no way I don't got this. So he's locked and loaded, pistol, cuffs, a taser, a knife in the boots. You know, he's prepared for anything. So he's walking around, signing that light, looking at history and shit. He's like, wow, that's Hitler. Cool. That's John Wayne Gacy. Awesome. Look at that shit. That's the wall. That's a fucking amazing. That's go on the artist painted a wall. Fuck yeah. And then he hears a bam, bam, bam at the door, and he's like, whoa, who's wanting to learn about history at 12 a.m., dude? So he had 4 rules, and he opens the door, and he's like, bro, do you want to hear about history? And the guy's like, listen, man, I'll pay you $40 if you look the other way. We're here to throw a kick-ass party in a fucking museum. I want to dance with the bones of a dinosaur, bro. And he's like, bro, listen, I got rules. 1, I can't eat after midnight. 2, I can't let people in. And 3, I can't let people in. I forgot the other rule. So he's like, bro, I'll slip you like $5,000. Nobody's going to notice. I invited, like, I got Benny G in the back and Crazy E in the front. And they're like, whoa, you got Benny E? Yeah, man, I got Crazy E too. And he's like, oh, shit, all right. So he opens the door and, he's like, come on, fellas. And he's like, whoa, I thought you said it was just 3 people. He's like, nah, I invited like half the fucking town. And he's like, all right, cool. Just slip me some money. And he's like, here you go, here's some money. And so they come in and they're having a party in a different room. And he's sitting in his chair. He's like, man, I didn't get invited to this party. It sounds like it's fucking kicking in there. This museum shit ain't it. I should be living it up. So he gets curious and he shines the light. I don't know why this is a dark party. So he opens the door. He's like, whoa, this isn't a party. What's going on in here? And these mysterious row people grab him. And they're like, it's your initiation, bro. And they're like, initiation to what? And I don't think it was an initiation. And then they're trying to murder the fucker. And they try to lie to him, like, hold on, dude. Let me clamp your arms down. It's like a massage. And he's like, oh, cool, you giving me a massage? Yeah, and the lady from the beginning of the movie shows up. And she's like, you shouldn't have broken these rules, dude. This is what happens to rule breakers. And the dude's like, what? I thought you said it was a massage. He's like, nah, bro, we gonna fucking slice your ass. So he's laying there. And he's like, I'm dying. And that's the end of the fucking other movie story. Yeah. So, goes back to the same fucking people. They're shirtless. Their nipples are hard as ice because they're frightened. Their hair's white. They've heard so many scary stories, their heads is spinning. So they go to the guy, say, hold up, man. I got one more scary story. And they're like, bro, we've been here for fucking 12 hours. So he's got one more story. And they're like, awesome, dude. This is gonna be cool. So it's the last story. It's so easy. It's an urban legend story. And this one made me shit my pants. It was so scary. So what happens in it is this dude with a long beard. He's a living fucking legend, dude. A living fucking legend. So he's like this dude. They're interviewing people. They're like, bro, do you know about this urban legend? And one of the ladies like, do I know about him? Shit, I live behind him. And you know, they're like, oh, he works in a shed, dude. Yeah. They say he just disco in there, I think, bruh. So he's in his shed. The rumor is he's murdered like half the county in this story. Who knows? It's like a backstory where he grew up hard. His brother's like, bro, I don't know what my brother's doing. He's got a shed, and he carries a hammer wherever he's going. The rest, fuck, he had a name. The killer had a name. It was Boney McGee's. I don't know. It sounded cooler than that. But Boney McGee's is a legend in Anderson, apparently. And so he's walking around looking for his next victim. And this one's a pretty lengthy one. That's why I can't remember it. Because I've only seen it one time. And that's when I went to the premiere of this shit. And let me tell you, the premiere was wild. You had Jason Voorhees. You had a band, a photo place, and popcorn. Shit. What else do you need for a movie? And then you had, okay, so in this story, there's a legend. He kills people. He's shot by the police because he's a legend. And they don't know. No. He didn't get shot. He disappeared. He hid, like the police looked into a shed at the end of the story. And they were like, bro, he been cutting the fuck up out of people. We need to arrest his ass. But he's nowhere to be. They look under toys, trees, and grass. He's not there. But they say he's still out there today killing people. Now, and then it ends with this lady on a water fountain. She's texting, haha, my boyfriend's so hot, ha ha ha. And he's like, oh, you think you're hot shit, kid? And he whacks her. Straight down, blood coming out of her head, phones out of the head. And he picks her up, puts her in the fucking water. It looks like she drowned herself. And he moves on. That's that story. I can't remember it, but I'm sure it scared me so shitless that I couldn't remember it. That's how good it was. So the guys are like, oh my god, it goes back to the podcast, you see. And so with the podcast, they're like, wow, that one was, wow, all my clothes are off. I am scared shitless. Like, you know, they're frightened. Their hair's white. They're like, oh my god, this is the scariest fucking movie in the world. You guys really need to check it out, bro. So the guy's like, well, what'd you think of my book? And they're like, wow, dude, that for 12-hour book, that was crazy. I can't believe we listened to you for 12 hours. I mean, these stories had me on my seat. And my seat's out fucking side. You know, it's a spooky. They were like, oh, they were raving about it. Like at one point, they were just giving them high fives and stuff. They were like, bro, that was a fucking awesome book. Did you know some old bitch died because she had your book? Oh no, she killed someone because she had your book. And they're like, oh cool, awesome, bro. That's another story to the pages. And so he's leaving the place. They're giving him a gift basket and shit because he was cool. And then he gets in his car, which has wheels. He's not Flintstone in this shit. So he's driving down the woods. Haha, get it? Kevin Woods. So he's driving down the woods, and a sign pops up. It says, Hell's Road. Oh shit, they're all attacking him because they didn't get their fucking royalties. They're like, bro, this guy's been telling our stories, and we need to cap his ass because he didn't give us the fucking money, and we did all the work. So he's driving down the road, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. And then, like, the people in the sheets are waving at him from the found footage. The vampire bats are flying around his car. And what else? The Drayson dude is through an Aka's car, and he's like, bro, what's going on? And so he drives faster. And then and then something happens. All of it, Santa Claus flies over his car. It's Santa, and then what else was in the stories? There's a chef out there because of the cut up body pieces. So there's a chef out there cutting up lamb. They're all out to get him because he screwed him over. So he makes it down the road, and all of a sudden, motherfucking Cthulhu. That's when I had to turn the movie off. It got fucking scary. You don't fuck with Cthulhu. Like, this dude pissed these people off so much. Fucking Cthulhu showed up and was like, bro, you don't disrespect the dead like that. And he takes the car out, munch. And at the very end of the movie, Cthulhu wins. I think it's a solid 10 out of 10 movie. Great effects, great acting. I gotta say, it was like on the edge of my seat, bro. It had me there. It had me by my chesticles. I was drawn in the moment the film started. I literally couldn't get up because it's rude to get up at the movies and walk out. But I still couldn't get up. But after the movie, everyone was like, "Woo!" They were acting a fool. Someone threw their fucking panties at Kevin. And he's like, bro, what? And he puts it on his head. He's like, I got motherfucking hair now. So, the director's a cool guy. I went to the premiere. Didn't personally get to meet him. That's Carolina Grindhouse. I mean, what else could you ask for on a Halloween night in Hollywood, bro? It was in Hollywood. This shit happened live at a fucking theater somewhere. I don't know the name of it. I just went and got confused where I was going. Like, you ever go somewhere and you're confused? I did. I went to the fucking store for milk and I ended up in a movie premiere. Shit, man. My milk expired by the end of it. I didn't even touch it. I was so scared. I was scared if I drank the milk, I'd spit it out or swallow or die. These tales are so frightening. It was true. It was true. It was all true. I actually have a copy of the book. They handed out copies of the book. Though I did lose the book. It was like, do this, do that by Steven. So that's the movie. I guess this is a movie podcast now.